everyone. So our the next topic is relation and function, relation and functions. So जो पार्ट था इसका यूनिट फर्स्ट पार्ट फर्स्ट, उसमें जो एक टॉपिक हमने जो लेफ्ट आउट किया था वो था हमारा काउंटेबल एंड अनकाउंटेबल सेट. तो जैसे ही फंक्शन की डेफिनेशन करेंगे पैरेलली हम स्टडी करेंगे काउंटेबल एंड अनकाउंटेबल सेट क्या होते हैं आपके. So this is the first definition. What is the relation? Before start the topic, let us discuss some basic term. As I already told you, what is the Cartesian product? The Cartesian product defined for the set. Let A and B are two set. A and B are two set. Then the Cartesian product A cross B. This is the notation for the Cartesian product. And this is defined as A into A comma B such that this first pair comes from the first, that is A belongs to A, and the second element, that is B here, that belongs to the B. Means it is fixed. The order is highly important in this case. If this is the A, then this A belongs to the first, and if the second here, this second element, that is B here, this belongs to the set B. So we cannot write if we consider A cross B, then we can not write B cross BA such that B belongs to B and A belongs to A, because this order is highly important. Firstly we have to consider an element corresponding with the first and second corresponding to the second. So this is the definition of Cartesian product, and the element in this Cartesian product, that is AB, this is called ordered pair. These are ordered pair. इस तरह के जो एलिमेंट्स हैं हमारे, उसको हम क्या बोलेंगे, ऑर्डर्ड पेयर. सो टू ऑर्डर पेयर अगर हमारे पास हैं, सपोज करिए ए एंड बी, एंड सेकंड है हमारे पास सी डी, तो टू ऑर्डर पेयर कब इक्वल होंगे, ए कोमा बी इज इक्वल टू सी कोमा डी इफ एंड ओनली इफ ए इज इक्वल टू सी एंड बी इज इक्वल टू डी. मीन्स वी कैन नॉट से ए इज इक्वल टू बी एंड बी इज इक्वल टू ए. दिस इज wrong. We can't say this. A ordered pair AB is equal to ordered pair BA, because for the equality this A should be equal to B, but we consider two different element A and B, so it cannot be equal. And this element of the Cartesian product are called ordered pair. Next we have the Cartesian plane. Cartesian plane. This is our real axis, or we can say this is our x-axis and this is our y-axis, and this point is our origin. We can say 0 0, that is at this point the value of x and the value of y both are 0. So in this Cartesian plane we are trying to plot the ordered pair. Suppose we have an ordered pair 3, 4, then this 3 this 3 is the value of x and this is the value for y. So at x this is 3, that is the point 3, and at y this is the point 1 2 3 and this is the point 4. So this is 3 4, that is the representation of the ordered pair in the Cartesian plane. This is the point 3 4 that represent the distance of this. From x is 3 unit and from y it is 4 unit. So in this way we can represent every ordered pair in this Cartesian plane, and in this Cartesian plane this is our x-axis, this is our y-axis, and this is our origin. We can say 0 0, and this we are with the 4 coordinate. This is first quadrant, this is the first quadrant, and this is second one, this is third, and this is fourth. In the first quadrant the value of x and the value of y both are positive, so we can consider sign for x is positive and y is positive. Means both the value of the ordered pair both are positive. If both are positive, then that ordered pair belongs to the first quadrant. In this second quadrant the value of x is negative and the value of y is positive. Means if first quadrant is negative and the second element of this order pair is positive, then that element belongs to the second quadrant. And in the third one, we have the value of x and y both are negative. Means if in the order pair, if both the points are with negative sign, then that order pair in the third quadrant. Similarly, we can say if x is positive and y is negative, that is if first element is positive and second one is negative, then that ordered pair must belong to the fourth quadrant. This is the fourth quadrant. So in the Cartesian plane, we have four quadrant. This is first, this is second, this is third, and this is fourth. This is our x-axis, this is our y-axis, this is origin, and here sign is positive, positive, and here sign is value of x is negative and value of y is positive. First corresponding to x and second corresponding to y. And this is in third quadrant, we are with both are negative sign, and in the fourth one, x is with positive and y with negative. So this is our Cartesian plane notation, and every ordered pair can be represented in this Cartesian plane. So next we have a definition of relation. Means this relation, it is represented or denoted by, we can say, R. Then this R is said to be a relation if this R gives us the relation between or we can say mapping between two set A and B. So this is the definition. The relation gives this R, that is this is the R, and this gives the relation between the two set. And if A is related to B, means we have two set A and B, and A is the element of the set A and B is the element of the set B. Then if we can say this A is related to B, then it can be represented as A or B, and this can be read as A related with B. So a relation always give a mapping or relation between any two elements of the set. And this relation R is always a subset of A cross B if we are considered two set. If we are considered two set, then this R, that is the relation, is always a subset of A cross B, or we can say this R is A cross B, that is the subset of A cross B. And if it is a subset of A cross B, then R has element in the form of ordered pair such that A belongs to A and B belongs to B. Means the relation consider the element as an ordered pair. The element of the relation are ordered pair, and this relation is a subset of A cross B. That is the Cartesian product of two set. Now next we have the type of relation. Type of relation. First is empathy. Second one is identity. Third one is universal. Fourth one is inverse. Fifth is reflexive. Sixth one is symmetric, and seventh one is transitive, and the eighth one is equivalence. So let us discuss one by one. What is the empathy relation? Empathy relation. If we have a set A and none of the element of this set is related to itself, means A doesn't related to B. For example, suppose करें, let us A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and B is equal to 5, 6, 8, 9, and let us define a relation R such that it consider the ordered pair. एंड ऑर्डर पेयर किस रिलेशन से आएंगे, हमें रिलेशन डिफाइन करना होगा ए एंड बी के बीच में. मीन्स ए और बी के एलिमेंट्स के बीच में हमें एक रिलेशन डिफाइन करना होगा, एंड दैट रिलेशन इज डिफाइंड एज सपोज दैट ए इज इक्वल टू माइनस बी, and here this b is the element of b, capital B, and this is the element of the capital A, that is the set. So 1 belongs to the set A. This implies A is equal to minus B. This implies B is equal to minus 1, but minus 1 doesn't belongs to the set B. Similarly, minus 2 doesn't belong to B, minus 3 doesn't belong to B, and minus 4 again doesn't belongs to B. So this R is empty relation. This is called empty relation, and this is noted by phi. This is phi. This is the symbol for phi. So we can, in the symbolic form, we can write R is equal to phi. Next we have the universal relation. Universal relation means we let us consider a set A be any set. If we define a relation R A comma B at the place of A, you can also consider A itself. So A comma B such that A related to B, and this A belongs to A and B belongs to A. If this relation is equal to A cross A, as we already seen, the relation is a subset of A cross B. एंड इफ़ दिस रिलेशन इज इक्वल टू ए क्रॉस बी, मीन्स हमेशा क्या होता है, सबसेट होता है. अगर इक्वल हो जाएगा तो उस रिलेशन को हम क्या बोलते हैं, यूनिवर्सल रिलेशन. वो रिलेशन हमारी क्या होती है, कैसी होती है, यूनिवर्सल रिलेशन. एम्पटी रिलेशन एक ऐसा रिलेशन जिसके अंदर कोई भी एलिमेंट उस रिलेशन को सेटिस्फाई नहीं कर रहा है उस सेट का, देन दैट रिलेशन इज एम्पटी रिलेशन. एंड इफ दिस रिलेशन इज इक्वल टू द होल कार्टेशियन प्रोडक्ट ए क्रॉस बी, देन दिस रिलेशन इज कॉल्ड universal relation. Next we have identity relation. Identity relation. Identity relation में क्या होता है, every element A is related to A, means every element is related to itself. Such type of relation is called identity relation. तो identity relation में elements किस टाइप के होंगे, A into A such that A belongs to A. So this represent identity relation. Suppose A is equal to 1 2 3, then its identity relation is denoted by capital I. So its identity relation will be 1 1 2 2 and 3 3, means every element is related with itself. Then such type of relation is called identity relation. This is the set A and this is the identity relation corresponding to the given set A. So next type is inverse relation. इन्वर्स रिलेशन हम किसको बोलेंगे, सपोज करिए हमें एक रिलेशन गिवन है एंड उस रिलेशन के कोरस्पोंडिंग हमें निकालना है आर इन्वर्स. मीन्स आर रिलेशन है तो इन्वर्स रिलेशन किससे रिप्रेजेंट होगा, आर इन्वर्स से. सपोज करें कि आर रिलेशन है विच इज़ डिफाइंड एज ए बी such that this A belongs to the set A and the second element that is B here that belongs to the set B. So this is the relation given to us, and this ordered pair represent that A related to B. Then corresponding to this R inverse is defined as BA. We have to take this element into reverse order, that is B into A such that AB belongs to R. Means if AB belongs to R, then R inverse has an element of the type BA, means the reverse order of the given relation R. If R is given, then corresponding to that we can define R inverse as like this. So this is our inverse relation. Suppose that you have to given a relation R and A is equal to 1 2 3 and B is equal to 1 2. Suppose you have a relation 1 1 and 1 2, 2 1 and 2 2 and 3 1 and 3 2. This is the relation given to us. So corresponding to this one we can always find a R inverse, and R inverse is the reverse order of this. So R inverse has an element 1 1. Its reverse order is 2 1. Its reverse order is 1 2, 2 2, and 1 3 and 2 3. So this is the R inverse corresponding to given R. So this is our inverse relation. And the next one is reflexive relation. Reflexive relation. So reflexive relation में क्या होता है कि every element of A is related to A. Means every element of the given set is related to itself. If A is equal to 1 2 3, then its every element is related to itself. So its reflexive relation is given as 1 1, 2 2, 3 3. Such type of entry in which 1 is related to 1, 2 is related to 2, 3 is related to 3. Also we can write 1 related to 2, 2 related to 3. Suppose we have this relation, and this is a reflexive relation, because in a reflexive relation we have to check every element is related to itself or not. In this case, every element A has 3 elements 1 2 3, and every element is related to itself. So this relation is a reflexive relation. But this is not identity. This is not identity relation. Because in case of identity relation, we have a condition every element is related to itself only. वहाँ पे हमें क्या वर्ड यूज़ करते हैं ओनली. मीन्स जो एलिमेंट्स गिवन है सेट के वो सिर्फ खुद से रिलेट करेंगे, किसी और से रिलेट नहीं कर सकते. तो उसको हम बोलते हैं आइडेंटिटी रिलेशन. आइडेंटिटी रिलेशन में सिर्फ इसी टाइप के एलिमेंट होंगे आपके, एंड ए बिलोंग करेगा ए से. ये होती है आपकी आइडेंटिटी रिलेशन. सो आइडेंटिटी रिलेशन में क्या होगा कि हर एलिमेंट सिर्फ खुद से क्या करेगा, रिलेट करेगा, किसी और से रिलेट नहीं कर सकता. बट रिफ्लेक्सिव के केस में होगा कि हर एलिमेंट खुद से तो रिलेट करना ही चाहिए, बाकी अदर से वो करे या ना करे वो हमारे इंटरेस्ट की बात नहीं है. तो आइडेंटिटी रिलेशन सिर्फ, तो यहाँ से हम क्या बोल सकते हैं कि एवरी आइडेंटिटी रिलेशन, जो भी आइडेंटिटी रिलेशन होगा वो क्या होगा, रिफ्लेक्सिव तो होगा ही. क्योंकि आइडेंटिटी रिलेशन में क्या होता है, हर एलिमेंट खुद से रिलेट होता है, और वही हमें किसके लिए चेक करना होता है, रिफ्लेक्सिव के लिए. तो हर आइडेंटिटी क्या होगा, रिफ्लेक्सिव रिलेशन. बट रिफ्लेक्सिव मे और मे नॉट बी आइडेंटिटी. This is the example for this. This is the reflexive relation but not identity. So this is the difference between reflexive and identity relation. Next one we have the symmetric relation. Symmetric relation. Suppose that if A relate to B, means if AB belongs to the relation R, then BA also belongs to R. मैं सपोज करें इफ़ ए इज इक्वल टू 1 2, this is 2 1 and this is 2 2. So here this 1 is related to 2, that is 1 comma 2 belongs to the R, and its reverse order, that is 2 1, which is also belongs to R. This is 2 1 and its relation, its reverse order is 2 2, again 2 2, that is also belongs to R. So this is our symmetric relation. In case of symmetric relation, we have to check if AB belongs to R, then BA also belongs to R. अगर ऐसा किसी रिलेशन में एग्जिस्ट कर रहा है तो वो रिलेशन आपकी क्या होगी, सिमेट्रिक रिलेशन. नेक्स्ट वी हैव ट्रांजिटिव. ट्रांजिटिव रिलेशन. ट्रांजिटिव रिलेशन क्या बोलती है, इफ़ ए रिलेट कर रहा है बी से एंड जो बी है वो किससे रिलेट कर रहा है, सी से, तो ए किससे रिलेट करेगा, सी से. मीन्स अगर किसी रिलेशन में 1 2 है, देन 2 3 भी रिलेशन का एलिमेंट है, तो 1 3 भी रिलेशन का एलिमेंट होना चाहिए ट्रांजिटिव होने के लिए. 1 2 उसमें बिलोंग करेगा, जो कॉमन पार्ट है उसको स्किप करेंगे, देन जो अदर जो एलिमेंट हमारे पास रिमेनिंग रहेंगे उनके बीच में हमें क्या देखना है, रिलेशन. 1 2 एंड 2 3 बिलोंग्स टू आर, तो कॉमन पार्ट को स्किप करेंगे, दैट इज़ 2 हेयर, एंड देन 1 3 आल्सो बिलोंग्स टू आर. अगर किसी रिलेशन में ऐसी प्रॉपर्टी एग्जिस्ट कर रही है तो उस रिलेशन को वो बोलते हैं ट्रांजिटिव रिलेशन. दैट रिलेशन इज कॉल्ड ट्रांजिटिव रिलेशन. नेक्स्ट वी हैव इक्विवेलेंस रिलेशन. इक्विवेलेंस रिलेशन. A relation R is said to be equivalence relation. First condition, it is reflexive. Second, symmetric. and third one is it is transitive. It is transitive. So if a relation which is reflexive, symmetric and transitive as well, such type of relation is called equivalence relation. फॉर एग्जाम्पल आर इज इक्वल टू 1 2, सपोज करिए ए इज इक्वल टू 1 2 है, देन आर इज इक्वल टू 1 2 2 1 1 1 2 2. So let us check this is reflexive, because in case of reflexive we have to check every element is related to itself. Here the element 1 is related to 1 and 2 is related to 2. So this R is reflexive. तो यहाँ से R रिफ्लेक्सिव हुआ. सिमेट्रिक के केस में हमें क्या देखना होता है, इफ़ 1 2 बिलोंग्स टू R देन इस रिवर्स ऑर्डर दैट इज 2 1 आल्सो बिलोंग्स टू R, 1 2 बिलोंग्स टू R एंड 2 1 आल्सो बिलोंग्स टू R. So this is also hold 2 2 belongs to R and 2 1 belongs to R. This implies 2 1 belongs to R. So such type of relation hold in this case, in this R. So it is symmetric as well. Symmetric as well. And 1 comma 2 belongs to R, 2 comma 2 belongs to R. This implies we have to check 1 comma 2 belongs to R, and this is 1 comma 2, that is the order pair 1 2 is also in R. So it satisfies the property of transitive as well. So we can say this relation R is equivalence relation. Equivalence relation. So what is the equivalence relation? A relation R is said to be equivalence if it is reflexive, transitive and symmetric. अगर कोई रिलेशन ये तीनों प्रॉपर्टी सेटिस्फाई कर रहा है, रिफ्लेक्सिव, सिमेट्रिक एंड ट्रांजिटिव की, देन दैट रिलेशन इज इक्विवेलेंस रिलेशन. सो हमने देखा कि रिलेशन क्या होता है. देन वी हैव स्टडीड अबाउट द टाइप्स ऑफ रिलेशन. बेसिकली द मेन 8 बेसिक टाइप ऑफ द रिलेशन हमने स्टडी किए. फर्स्ट था हमारा एम्पटी, देन हमारा था यूनिवर्स, आइडेंटिटी, इनवर्स, रिफ्लेक्सिव, सिमेट्रिक एंड ट्रांजिटिव. एंड रिफ्लेक्सिव, सिमेट्रिक, ट्रांजिटिव जो रिलेशन एक साथ इन तीनों कंडीशन को सेटिस्फाई करता है, वही हमारा क्या हो जाता है, इक्विवेलेंस रिलेशन. एंड आइडेंटिटी और रिफ्लेक्सिव के बीच में डिफरेंस हमारा क्लियर हो गया. सो दिस इज अबाउट द रिलेशन. नेक्स्ट वी स्टडी अबाउट द फंक्शन.